Imagine living without it, without it. So let's go.
What's up, MHD family? This is Robert McArtor with Maryland Homes team of RE/MAX Components. We're coming to you live this evening on Maryland's Thriving Thursdays, where we produce Maryland's #1 Facebook Live show called Let's Talk Real Estate. Tonight, we're going to have a special guest. We're going to have a calendar of events where we're going to share with you events that are going on within the community and also important housing stats. So we want you to grab a cup of coffee or a glass of iced tea. We want you to brace yourself because in 3, 2, 1, let's talk real estate.
Love this house.
Stunning, isn't it?
What do you know about the schools in the area? When was this house built?
19.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. It's Thriving Thursday, Maryland Homes team, RE/MAX Components. We're having an exciting time here. We're so glad that you're joining in with our show this Thursday night. You could be doing a bunch of other things, but you know what? You decided to tune in, and that's what's really important. We really appreciate that.
We're matching.
We're matching.
Well,
that's right. That's right. You're probably wondering why we have all this Oriole stuff going on around us. Let me tell you something. I'll talk about that just as soon as we get back. Some exciting news about the Orioles. Just a little congratulations for you to them. Hey, we have an exciting interview coming up with one of our team members. We're going to be talking about the 5 things that causes mold in your home. The exciting subject to talk about mold, right? But it is very important because we're finding more and more homes today that have mold in them. We're going to be talking about what it's going to take to write that winning offer, to have that accepted by the seller. We're going to talk about that, housing stats, and some other fun things. And Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday too, right?
Yeah, and today is Nurses Day.
That's right.
And National Day of Prayer, which is always important. So nominate right here on our Maryland Clemson page. Nominate your favorite nurse and they make some special surprise in the mail.
That's right, exactly. So we're going to talk about that and a lot more just as soon as we get back. Hi, welcome back. So again, it's Thriving Thursday. It's Let's Talk Real Estate with Robert McArtor. We are with the Maryland Homes team of RE/MAX Components. We're so excited that you're joining in with us. I forgot to mention calendar of events. So we have calendar of events. We're going to join in with us as well. Hey, Brad, nice to see that you're joining in with us.
And feeling better.
And feeling better as well. Exactly. So
oh my gosh.
I wanted to mention to you first before. We have Orioles like all around us. So it's on the screen, it's behind us. And I would just want to congratulate John Means for throwing a no-hitter versus the Mariners. He is the first Orioles starter to do that, to throw a no-hitter since since when? You know something? If you're watching right now and you have that answer of what player in Orioles history 30 years ago that threw a no-hitter.
Oh, I know.
Don't say the word. Don't say it. I want them to put in the chat.
It's my granny's favorite. So if you've ever heard me mention who my granny's favorite is, you'll know.
You just put that in the comment section below. We'd love to put that up on the screen.
Yeah.
But this has been 30 years since a no-hitter's been thrown. So
wow.
So
that's a long time.
Well, congratulations to John Means.
And hi, Carrie, one of our fabulous clients who we love and adore.
Exactly.
So like this week has been like, have you ever felt like a day where you didn't have enough hours and it just doesn't stop? Like, you know what I did? I put my coffee cut underneath the coffee pot today, and it's not a K-Rug, it's a nicer one. And I left the lid on my Yeti mug, and it just spilled everywhere instead of
the mug that you have.
The mug.
Yeah,
I don't know how I forgot to take the lid off. I just completely forgot.
You got to press that lid down.
You got to take the lid off. I put the cup under, not this cup, under the coffee pot. Obviously, this man does not drink coffee. You can tell. He's a tea drinker. Anyway, you put the cup under there, and I left the lid on, so when the coffee came down, it spilled everywhere. Wow. So that's how my day started. But anyway, but it's better because I'm here tonight.
You are here tonight. So,
I am.
Yep. So I just, listen, so a couple of people have just asked real quick about the John Means. Hey, guess what? I have a video clip of that. Just hang on real quick.
Wait.
Crawford. First pitch swinging. Line drive. He's done it. John Means has no hit the Mariners, and the Orioles mob him. The first no-hitter for the Orioles in 30 years. Crawford.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, but we have a winner.
Pretty exciting. We do have a winner.
We're going to have to...
That's right, Jim Palmer. And you know what kind of gave you away? If you look behind my wife over here, I have the Jim Palmer pitching statue.
And Gabe has a jersey. Mm-hmm. I found his jersey at a consignment shop at the beach.
That was the giveaway, by the way. So that was one of the giveaways at this.
Wow. We love Jim Palmer.
Pretty cool, huh? Yep, pretty cool.
So we remember the days of Al Bumry and Cal and, oh my gosh, Ken Singleton. And Rick Dempsey was one of my favorite catchers, next to my son, who was a catcher. Well, not pro, but that would be nice.
That's right.
He did promise me a waterfront beach house if he went MLB pro. But so don't forget, nominate one of your favorite nurses. We would love to send them a special gift in the mail. And so we didn't get to add this into the show tonight, but I looked up some of the homes, luxury homes, of some of the MLB players. So they listed 15 of them. Not one Oriole was in there. That was a little disappointing. But Guess what team had the most players with the mansions? Can you guess?
Well, don't. Yeah, we want you to put it in the chat function and chat below. Put it in the comment section.
And what state? There was a state that 5 out of the 15 own homes in, which I actually wish I owned a home
If
there
you
right
get
now.
the answer, we just may, if multiple people get the answer, we may just DM one of you a gift card. Just throwing that out there. So everyone's kind of looking on their phone real quick. I know they are. But that's okay. That's fine. But make sure you put it in the...
It's actually pretty easy because, like, we all want to live there right
yeah,
now.
Put it
saying.
Put it in the comment
Jeff
section.
McDowell is my favorite nurse. Oh, my gosh! Kim, I actually did a post, and oh, my gosh. Okay. Please tell him he's automatically going to get a gift card because forgive me for, I can't remember everybody. But
so if you follow us on our Facebook page, though, keep in mind we did give a great shout out to the nurses on our Facebook page
and the teachers,
and the teachers as well.
Week.
And also today, National Prayer Day as well. Yes. So we give a nice shout out to everyone who should be taking their part in praying. So we did do that on our Facebook
it's an honor
page as well.
To pray.
It is absolutely.
Okay, 100%. So. What team has the most luxury homes? Well, at least that was listed in the
That's
website.
Right.
Do you know?
I don't.
Okay. Do you know what state? Guess what state that they own most of the homes are.
So I would say the state would be more than likely California.
No. Everybody's moving from
Virginia?
California.
Well, I'm just saying because income-wise.
Between New York and California, everybody's moving.
I don't know. Virginia?
No. Anybody else? Anybody?
Who else?
Florida.
Wow.
Florida.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And guess what team, MLB team, has the most, well, at least they were listed, luxury homes? It wasn't the Baltimore Orioles, obviously.
I would say either the Red Sox.
Now, our pastor at church, one of our pastors at church, Pastor Josh, loves this team. He actually just recently took his son to a game. And it is the New York Yankees.
The New York Yankees. Okay,
the New York Yankees, where all the money is.
So Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees.
That would probably be close. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So I've got a joke for you. Why is Yankee Stadium the coolest place to be? I don't agree with that, but anyway.
Why is Yankee Stadium the coolest place to be? I don't know.
Because it's full of so many fans. I thought it was funny. Anyway, there you go. Yep, Carrie got it. Florida and the Yankees, for sure.
That's definitely a wife joke. I don't know too many guys that would tell each other that joke.
Well,
but that's okay. That's okay.
PG.
That's okay. We will give
G.
round of applause for the wives out there that would tell a baseball joke. I think I'm most impressed with that.
So I would definitely love to give a shout out to all the teachers. Being a former educator, God bless them. I was up last night to like 1 a.m. Making gifts for the teachers. And the kids were so happy to take them in. And you know what Gabe said? Out of all 9 teachers at Tech, the happiest teacher was his music teacher. She was so happy to get a gift. And you know what people don't realize is elementary school, preschool, you give like 1,000 gifts.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to high school, they kind of like forget. Like there's 9 teachers.
It's not the cool thing.
Like it's one thing, like elementary school, you have 1 or 2 teachers, so you can give 2 gifts, but like 8 or 9 gifts, But you know what? My heart goes out to them. God bless them.
Well, think about it. If you're in high school and you're giving a gift to the teacher, everyone knows in the classroom. It's not because you love the teacher. It's because you have a bad grade and you're trying to get that grade up. If you're in 4th grade and you're giving a gift to the teacher, it's because you really do love your teacher. It has really nothing to do with grades, if you think about it.
No, Gabe is actually an honor student. He got an honor award this year, which is he's coming back out of the homeschool, and in elementary, he was not an honor student.
That's right.
So I'm thrilled that he's the favorite in his
well,
electrical class.
Quick applause for the teachers out there.
Yes.
The nurses.
Yes.
We really appreciate everything that you're doing, and you're doing a great job. Continue to do a great job. Continue to be on the front lines, helping our society, our communities out. We greatly appreciate it. We need you.
We do.
So we really do appreciate it. So I want to dive right in, if we can. Let's head over to the calendar of events, and let's go down that real quick. So at visithartford.com, you're going to relive the Beatles. How many people love the Beatles?
That's a
right?
very lovely.
You can go to the State Theater on May 13th. Hey, dial that number there. Go ahead and pick up the tickets. It's $20. You have a ticket. Can't find it. Oh, I won't sing. I promise I won't do it. That's right. I used to be a good singer. That's right. Okay, so just moving on. Hey, remember to find us on the home 𝐷𝐿. Why? Because we're going to give you a 5-day, 4-night luxury cruise vacation for two to either Mexico, the Bahamas, or the West Caribbean. For more information, just visit our website at searchmydreamhome.com. Also, extremefamilyoutreach.com. They were doing the Rewrite Child Story dinner auction. It's called the Treasure Review. I've been promoting this for quite a while now. Friday, 25th. It's coming up right around the corner, by the way, 7 to 11 p.m. Music's by the Classics, a fantastic band. Make sure that you inquire about their communities at extremefamilyoutreach.com. Also, just a reminder that one of my favorites, by the way, that's running from April all the way through November, and I just wanted to remind you of that. And guess what? That is our calendar of the.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I hope we have a date there Saturday morning.
That's
I'd
right.
like to get some flowers.
Exactly. Hey, listen, so I wanted to bring on our guest. By the way, he's
Yes.
not a guest. He's not a stranger to this program. Why?
No.
Because he is one of our team members. Let's give a big round of applause to Tommy Wimmer. Oh, by the way, so let's bring Tommy in. This is we have our own little square. That's right. So we have our own square here. So give me 1 second here, and I will bring him in. Tommy, you are there, Tommy, and you are about to jump in. There you go.
Hey,
Hey, how are you doing? So this is one of the joys, Tommy, of having a live program, by the way, right? Because if I was able to edit all this, they wouldn't have seen any of that. So, but anyway.
Thank God I haven't fallen off my chair or anything.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, we've got so many people that have chimed in, that have put comments in the comment section. We really appreciate it. And so I want to just, Tommy, if you know Tommy, he's a fantastic team member on our team, wonderful real estate professional, but something you may not know about him, and that is he is an avid baseball fan and also an Orioles fan. So let's give it up for that.
He is.
So listen, so Tommy, you and I were chatting just a little bit earlier about the Orioles. Give us a little bit of rundown, by the way. Oh, by the way, so if no one has seen this before, let me just share them a little bit of something here.
Crawford. First pitch swinging, line drive, he's done it. John Means has no hit. The Mariners and the Orioles mob him. The first no-hitter for the Orioles in 30 years. Crawford.
Sorry, I needed to show that again, Tommy.
yeah.
He's so ADHD squirrel.
It's really neat, like especially for this team. They're a younger team. They haven't had a lot of success. So after the game was over, you could see them kind of mob John Means. It's almost like they won a World Series or they got a spot to the playoffs. But it's cool for those guys. They haven't really had anything to celebrate, so it's nice to see them have something to mob the pitcher for and have something to really celebrate for the first time in a long time in Baltimore.
For sure.
Definitely a special day for the baseball fans out there.
A special day, exactly. Yeah. So, Tommy, what's going on in your world? What's going on this week for you?
It's just the same as it's been for the last couple of months. The industry's just absolutely crazy right now. I was able to lock down a buyer under contract over in Catonsville today, which I'm really happy about. It's a couple that's been making good quality bids all over town. They lost 4 or 5 bids, and luckily today they were able to nab one. So it's just, a constant reminder to all buyers out there that you got to be aggressive, but at the same time, you got to make good decisions. So you got to have some patience and set your limits for each houses and don't go out of your comfort zone. But at the same time, you got to be as flexible as you can be, and you got to be as aggressive as you can be. Try to write the cleanest offers that you can with the least amount of contingencies, and set yourself up the best that you can to lock something down, because you got to understand, if you like it, chances are somebody else is going to like it too. There's just incredibly limited inventory still. So, it's tough out there for buyers. And then for sellers, it's just, understand that it's the best time in years. So if anybody out there is thinking about possibly putting their house for sale, there's not a better time than right now to do it. You're going to sell your house for as much as it'll appraise for, if not more right now. It's the best market from a selling side that I've seen in the 8 years that I've been licensed doing this. So
Yeah.
if you're going to do it in the next 2 or 3 years, you might as well do it now.
Yeah, now's going to be the time to do it. We have indications of later on down towards the end of the year, maybe even going into next year, that it may not be the best time to sell. Of course, we're always going to have people buying. There's always going to be people selling homes. But right now, our sellers are having their own problems. And their own problems would be combing through 10 to 15 offers. Hopefully with a good real estate professional that has great negotiating skills that will not always pick out the best, the offer that has the highest amount that's in that offer, but they're going to take a look at the other details within that offer to be able to advise their client to be able to make the best decision, which is what we're doing for our clients. That's number one. So they have their own set of problems that they have to deal with, but it's a good problem to have, right? It's a lot better to be.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Especially if you have a house to sell and you're looking to move up from like your first house to your dream home. If you have maybe a townhouse and you're looking to get into a single family house, you can really maximize on the amount of equity that you're going to get in that first house right now. And then you compound that with the low interest rate that you should expect to get. And you can really set yourself up to get into your dream house for a reasonable monthly payment at the end of the day,
Right.
even though everything is going to be at a high side. So you're going to sell high and then you might have to buy high as well.
Right.
But when you take that liquid cash from your first house and then you can compound that on with the interest rate that you're getting, you're still setting yourself up really well for your long-term situation.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's really a good way to put it. And we have to remind our buyers and sellers that, when they're moving forward, and really, we had a title attorney tell us, and he was a very wealthy title attorney, and he looked around and he said, money's just cheap right now. It's cheap. He said, why pay your house off? And I'm like, oh my gosh, Dave Ramsey would kill you. But he's right. Money is cheap. And, I keep telling everybody you can get more for your dollar right now because in a year or two, you're going to probably be able to afford less, because of the interest rate. It affects your house payment.
Well, I mean, kind of the way that I look at it and the way that you guys, I know, look at it too with the talks that we've had together is that this isn't stopping as far as, the pricing on houses. They're not coming down.
Right.
They're not coming down anytime soon, at least.
No, and they're not predicting they are.
Yeah, so it's going to stay competitive. The only thing that we can't really control or can't predict into the future is the interest rates. So right now, if we know that they're low, take advantage of them.
Right.
That's all you can do. The rest of it's going to be out of your hands. I mean, we don't know what the interest rates are going to look like 18 months from now. Maybe they stay low, but maybe they don't. And if they don't, that's going to make your monthly payment go up drastically. So if you can if you're not planning on moving and you're just watching this, if you haven't refied your house, refi your house. I mean, in some way, shape, or form, take advantage of these low rates and save yourself some money.
Right, absolutely.
Exactly. No, I do agree.
I completely agree.
Yeah, just recently I represented a buyer at an estate auction, by the way. So if you're a buyer and you have cash and you're ready to make a purchase, don't take auctions off the table because this was a live auction. We had there was probably a good, I would say 40 to 50 people there, attendance of the auction. I was representing the buyer, which, by the way, a lot of people don't realize. Wow, you mean I can have a real estate agent represent me at an auction? Well, yeah, you should. And you should have one with auction experience. Just like with me, this is my 30th year as a licensed auctioneer. So I was able to give them really great advice from start to finish. And guess what? We beat out the other 40 to 50 bidders on auction day. And he won that property. So definitely don't take that out of the mix. If you have a difficult time finding something with an at-arm's length transaction out there in the traditional sense, definitely go possibly venture into the non-traditional sense. And not just the auction method, but maybe seek out a for sale by owner. We've sold many, and I know you have too as well, Tommy. Many clients have bought for sale by owner properties. So if you're a buyer out there and you happen to stumble on a for sale by owner property and you think, wow, I really like that property, you need expert representation, however, to be able to guide you through that transaction. Because listen, in the end of the day, it's 40 to 60 pages you're going to end up signing you need some guidance there. You need someone that's going to be able to explain those documents to you, even if it's a for sale by owner. So don't get duped into the for sale by owner that it's going to be an easier transaction. It's still difficult at the end of the day. It's not as difficult, though, if you have one of us on your side.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with for sale by owner, the thing is, in most cases, the seller is going to be the one that writes that contract, which is completely opposite of the way that real estate works. The buyer's agent
Right.
always writes the contract.
Right.
So if you're negotiating with a seller, the last thing that you want the seller to do is also prepare all the documents for the sale.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
just obviously red
Right.
flags everywhere.
Yeah.
And actually, Carlo, to settle on a house today that was for sale by owner. He
Yeah.
had the buyer for the house. So, and we have good friends
Mm-hmm.
that their son, you help them
Mm-hmm.
negotiate on a for sale by owner.
So if people don't think this is, for those out there that are thinking, or maybe, of course, you have to be in a shell to not realize that we're in a very aggressive market right now. If we just alone this week, between listing, between settling, and between representing buyers and putting under contract, we've probably done well over $2 million just this week alone. So it's a very aggressive, very solid market right now. So just hang in there if you're a buyer. I didn't want to belabor this, but I just wanted to kind of share that. I know we've advertised this on our Facebook page and through some advertising that we were going to talk about just a little bit, just for a moment or two, about writing that winning offer. If you want more information about writing a winning offer and you're watching this program, please reach out to us. You can either give Tommy a call at the phone number that's on the screen right now, or you can also go to searchmydreamhome.com and start your home search there. We'll be more than happy to guide you through what it's going to take to have that winning offer accepted by a seller.
Right.
So, Tommy, that was one of the subjects I think I wanted to talk about. The other thing, if I can kind of digress and parlay into another subject here, and that is the 5 things that causes mold in a home. So the 5 things that causes mold in a home. And I kind of wanted to share this because I think it's really important for our viewers because we've gone into some homes here very recently that have been some very difficult properties to walk through and explain to our buyers. So I just wanted to kind of share that and bring that up to you. I did show a property here recently in the past couple of days. I wanted to just show a video clip real quick if I can of what mold looks like. If you've never seen mold in a home that's infested, I want you to see what mold looks like firsthand. And this was shot just a couple of days ago, showing a property to a potential buyer. So I just wanted to show everyone who's looking at this. This is black. This is probably pretty extreme when it comes to black mold. Just to let you know, this is a bedroom that's down in the basement area. And every bit of that is mold that you see on this wall right here. Every bit of that, even going over here, on this wall as well. So this is pretty extreme. Just to let you know, this is why the hold harmless agreement was signed.
And there were multiple offers, right?
Wow.
I know, right?
So
you're not talking about like a loaf of bread molding in a house. You're
So this property here, I'm not sure about the offer situation right now. I can tell you that it is an investor-oriented type of property, but listen, it doesn't have to be that extreme for you to have mold in your home. Just to make you aware. So there are the 5 things that causes mold in your home. Let me just, if I can, I'll quickly go down the list before I share a couple of the photographs here. Number 1 would be poor ventilation, and we'll elaborate on some of these. Number 2 will be humidity that's in the home. Number 3, water leaks. You have to take care of those water leaks in your house underneath the sink. Flooding is another one. So you want to make sure that you have that sump pump that's working correctly and a damp basement. So you want to just keep that in mind. So these are the 5 things. So these are some of the pictures, by the way, that some of our viewers have sent to us and some that we've been able to capture. Just give me 1 second here and I'll share them with you. Here, if you pull up some of your carpet, if you're smelling mold in your house, Tommy, that's what you're going to see in underneath. You're going to see mold if you have that if you're not taking that humidity out of your home, correct?
Correct. So you don't see it as often as you used to, but every once in a while you'll go into that house that has like carpet still in the kitchen or carpet in the bathroom, and you don't really understand why they chose to put it there. But it's a bad idea not only cosmetically, but it's a bad idea for your house because all of that water is going to get trapped and soaked in there, and it has nowhere to go. So that's how, they can start in areas such as those. In the basement, you'll see the same thing. Like, if you're going to finish your basement, if you have an unfinished basement, you're going to go to finish it. If you are not 100% sure that your basement is super dry, then I would just say to go ahead and put some other type of flooring that's not wood or carpet down there. Just because once the wood gets wet or once the carpet gets wet, it doesn't have anywhere to go, and it's really hard to properly dry it out to where it's not going to stay and cause more damage. Everybody has a house that's in some way, shape, or form vulnerable to mold. You see, even in $1 million houses, you see it. It has nothing to do with if you have an expensive house or a cheap house, or if you have a townhouse or an apartment or a single family house. Every type of house is vulnerable in its own ways. So you just got to be vigilant and looking for it in your home. If you're concerned about it, you can get a test for it that'll tell you if you already have it or don't have it. But most cases, you can see it or you can smell it. I was in a house today. I was in a townhouse in Bel Air that had mold. Before I saw it, I smelled it. As soon as I walked in the door, I was talking to my buddy. It was an estate sale for his father. And I'm like, there's mold here. And he looked at me and he was like, I know. Do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I know about it in 2 places. One was coming from the roof. And then another place, it was coming in between where the deck and the siding meet. There was water that was getting trapped there. And then it eventually made its way inside. But in most cases, you can smell it before you can even see it.
Right.
If it's bad, you'll smell it. If it's not so bad, you might see it before you smell it. The main thing is to just attack it quickly. Attack it when it's small before it gets big and gets out of hand and turns into that video that you just shared. That's an extreme case. Most people that have mold don't have mold to an extent where you need to move out or you need to do something crazy that's going to cost you thousands of dollars. Most of the time, it's a $15, $25, $50 fix. But if you don't address it quickly, it's going to grow and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Especially this time of year, as we're in spring going into summer. This is where, the humidity really picks up and there's more moisture in the air and it's going to spread quicker than in the wintertime. So if you have something that's small that you know about now, address it now, because by the end of the summer, it's going to be much worse.
That's right. So a couple of things I just want to mention. When you go into, if you're living in your own home, a lot of times people do not pick up on the mold smell in their home. A couple of the big things, and I've already shared this once before, you want to make sure that you control the humidity in your home. If you have a dehumidifier that's in your basement or something of that nature, go ahead and set the comfort level on that, okay? And find a way to get the humidity out of your basement, because mold needs a couple of things. Number one, it needs humidity, and it needs it needs a place to grow on, which you'll see it on carpet, you'll see it on drywall. It needs that place there. So you want to definitely control the humidity, and you need ventilation. You need ventilation.
The humidity in your house should be somewhere between 30 and 50%. It should never be above 50%.
Yes. Yep. Correct. No, I agree. Yeah, I wanted to share these pictures. So this will be a basement, Tommy. Here, you can tell by the windows that are up high there, and this one is in the middle of doing a mold remediation here. So what they do is they cut out the drywall that is mold. Basically, you'll see mold growth on that particular drywall. They will cut that out and then take the any insulation that also has mold on that as well. I've seen mold remediation companies come in. They'll do a spray. They'll actually spray on the boards, on the wall, before they have drywall then re-put back onto the wall. Now, the mold remediation companies are not the contractors. They're not going to actually come back in and put the drywall back up. You'll have to have a company that'll do that. So if you find yourself with in a situation where you do have mold in your home, please give us a call. Or you can search out a mold remediation company. We have a couple of people that we do refer to whenever we run into mold situations. You want to catch it early. You don't want to catch it when it's really late. It can get somewhat costly. So just kind of keep that in mind. I would know that we sold a townhouse one time where we went into the attic area. Whoever installed the roof did not install any type of ventilation. As far as like a ridge roof or anything like that, they did not cut out the center line slit or have any type of levers or anything at the ends to let that airflow go through, and the entire attic was filled with mold. It cost well over $4,000 for this townhome to be remediated of the mold. So, and we had to have a roofer come back out and go ahead and take care of that. So,
the heavy hitting areas that I see are just like you said, roofs. Either they're leaking or they don't have proper ventilation. Basements, either it's coming through the cinder block wall just because maybe they don't have like a French drain or proper drainage set up in the house if it's an older house. Them old basement windows, you'll see just water leaking through there, and then it gets down the wall, then it gets down into the flooring. So if you have, if you're going to redo your basement, redo the windows down there too.
That's a good idea.
And then like your main water line and all of your plumbing lines, but especially that main water line, just keep an eye on that and make sure it doesn't have like some slow drip or anything coming off of it. Any water in the basement, there's nowhere typically for it to go once it hits the ground, so it's going to pool. And if you have a finished basement especially and there's something going on behind the wall, you might not even know about it. So whenever you see something, just address it as quickly as possible. That's the main thing. If you address it when it's small, it could be tens or hundreds of dollars. If you wait, it's going to get worse. It's not going to fix itself.
Oh, right.
So this is the great thing about it. If you're thinking of listing your home for sale, this is why you definitely want to use a realtor, because we're going to have that second, third pair of eyes that are going to walk through your home, and we're going to be able to see these because we're trained to look for multiple different things throughout the home that are going to be the positives and the negatives that buyers are going to be looking at, and home inspectors are going to be looking at, and even appraisers are going to be looking at throughout the transaction. So if we happen to see mold in the corner of a basement or on drywall or anything like that, we are going to, number one, want to have that taken care of professionally, but number two, not just take care of that professionally and then walk away from it, but we want to find out what was the source of that issue. Does your home need a dehumidifier? Is there proper ventilation? Do we need to cut in another vent in the main trunk line of the basement or something of that nature? So these are things that we'll discuss with our clients.
And we have a mold specialist we can recommend as well. Remediation.
Also, when the work's done, we can test for that mold to make sure that it actually was cleared out properly and that the house is safe and secure for you and your family. Another thing, we talk about it more from a seller side, I guess, but also if you're on a buyer side and you walk into a house that has mold, it's okay. I mean, you can still move forward with that transaction and buy that house. You just have to understand what you're getting yourself into. If you're getting into a little project or a medium-sized project or a full-blown mold remediation project, that's going to be thousands of dollars. Even that house that you showed, somebody's going to be happy and safe in that home at one point in time. It might just take thousands of dollars of demo and remediation and rebuilding to get it to a point where it's safe and livable again, but anything can be fixed.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Everything can be repaired. Everything can be remedied. So that's what's really important. It's a matter of diagnosing the issue and then having that issue repaired. I was told by a mold remediation company years and years ago, they said, Rob, they said, keep in mind, every single home has a certain level of mold. It's a matter of what type of mold it is and what type of ventilation, and do you see the growth in the home? That's what's really, really important. So, it's
important. If you're going to buy a home that possibly needs some work like that, you definitely want it to be in the right neighborhood, the right community, have, check off a lot of the boxes that you really want in the home, and then that can be worked on.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like Tommy said, I agree. We don't see as many as we used to. Of course, I personally saw a lot of them in some bank-owned homes.
Yes.
That were neglected. I mean, bank-owned homes could sit a year, 2 or 3 without anybody really keeping an eye on them. So, and right now we don't see that many of them as we used to. Who knows, in 2 or 3 years we might, but I don't know. I don't have the crystal ball.
I think the number one most important thing by far when it comes to talking about mold is causation. If you can figure out what the cause of the mold originally was, where the water came from, where the original damage to the house was, then from that point on, it's fairly easy to make the repairs and move forward and feel good about the house and the condition that everything is in. If you can't find what's causing it as a buyer, to me, that's where the concern sets in, because if you don't know why it's there to begin with, then how are you supposed to fix it?
Right.
If it's very clear where it came from, if it came under a basement door because the drain got clogged, well, we can deal with that. That's not the end of the world. If there's an old window from 1960 that has a small leak in the corner, we can deal with that. That's not the end of the world. But if you have mold and you have no idea where it came from, that's scary. That's where I might be like, look, man, on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
No, I
Right.
absolutely agree.
And one of our clients said a home needs to breathe. And, my mom always opened the windows. As soon as she could, she'd open the window,
Mhm.
And I actually like, in our bathroom, we have a window. And I like that. So if someone takes a shower, the air can ventilate.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Tommy, I appreciate it. I think this is the information that everyone's kind of been looking for. If you want more details about what causes mold in your home, what can be done to alleviate the presence of mold growth in your home, we would love to be able to talk to you. We're not mold experts, but believe me, we've seen enough throughout transactions and throughout the years that we kind of know what we're talking about in this area. And if we don't have the answer for you for your question, we're going to defer that to the professionals, and we have the professionals at our fingertips that are going to be able to help you in your situation. So make sure you give us a call, and you can call Tommy directly at the phone number that you see on the screen, or contact us directly through our website. We'd be more than happy to help you in your situation. Yeah. So Tommy, it was great talking to you, my friend. If you have time to hang out, please hang out. We have a few more minutes of the show. Some more things we'd like to talk about, but if not, I can talk to you a little bit on the flip side, my friend.
All right.
Thanks, awesome. Tommy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Take care now. Thank you. Take care. So, yep.
Tell Beth we said Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
They're expecting their first baby. It's so exciting.
Yeah, they are. We
can't wait.
Yeah. So that's super exciting. So I'd like to jump into the to our housing stats.
Oh,
and these are some amazing numbers. Hang around until after this video. All right, Marie, you've heard of Anne Arundel County, haven't you?
I have.
That's right.
Lots of water there.
Lots of water there.
Hopefully no mold.
One of my favorite places. I love that on when we have a date night or Valentine's. It's always nice to go there. Well, so do a lot of other people. Let me share with you some of these housing stats.
Oh, I bet. Right
now in Anne Arundel County, as of today, there's 635 active homes. Active homes right now, 635. Well, I'll tell you right now, so there's 1,515 pending properties that are going to under contract right now. So, at the place, in the last 30 days, there's 1,000 homes. Now, 30 days, we go back to 180. There are right now.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah, those are great numbers.
I mean, that's a lot of coming soons, actually.
That's right.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of coming soon properties. So
if you're interested in Anne Arundel County, call us.
That's right.
There's a lot to see, possibly. All righty, honey.
So Maria, it's been a great show. We appreciate everybody
Yes,
joining
happy
in with
Mother's
us.
Day to
Happy
everybody.
Mother's Day. That's
Yeah.
right, exactly. And keep talking into the chat. I keep saying chat.
I don't know why.
Keep putting into
You're
the.
a guy.
That's
totally.
right. That's right. Exactly.
But you
We'll just
like to
scratch that.
chat. You like to chat a lot for
That's
a guy.
right. That's right. Exactly. So comment below if you can, your mother, your favorite mother, your
How
even
about nominate a
or
mom?
nominate. You can nominate
You
a
don't have
mom.
to say your favorites.
Well, your favorite. So if you have a
know.
mother-in-law, you still call her mother.
I would know, but I
So
would hope
that's
their
right.
own mom would be
Exactly.
their favorite,
That's right.
you
Exactly.
know?
So
although I think your mother-in-law is your favorite.
that's exactly
For
right.
Sure.
So
but you know, and
that's
you don't
right.
have to necessarily be a mom of a. You can be a mom of a pet. Of, anything.
that's right.
You know,
Even if you're a mama of a pet, we're fine with
because
that.
those moms count.
Nominate a mom. Put them in the comment section below.
But we're looking for the nurses too.
But we're looking for the nurses as well.
So-
and you just may get a gift card in the mail. We're going to DM you for your contact information. And we'll keep checking the comments periodically for the next several days.
So also, Kim, you need to tell us where Jeff's favorite place is that he likes to patron the most, so we know. And honey, when we say we're sending a surprise, you don't have to give it away.
No, I didn't say what
Are
the
you
surprise
that
was.
kid? You did. You just did.
I just said it was a
You
surprise.
did. Nope, you didn't. You said it.
Do you think it's like a brand new
You're one
car?
of those kids. You're one of those kids who told the secret when you were supposed to keep it a secret. I just know it. Yeah, you
okay.
did. But anyway, we can rewind and watch it later if you like.
No, I didn't say what the surprise was.
You did. Now you're not telling the truth.
I did? Oh, a gift card.
Okay, stop talking.
Well, it could have been like a brand new car. Okay, we're going to give a brand
Yes,
new car
yes.
to someone who. No, we're not.
It might be Matchbox size.
Yeah, it
but
might be
who knows?
exactly Matchbox size. Exactly.
Well,
Well,
if you're
listen,
looking for a Jeep, we know someone who's selling a really nice one at a good price, right, Christy Cobb?
that's right.
So
Exactly.
anyway, all
So
right.
Maria, we are always better. What?
Together,
We're always
I
better.
hope.
We're always better together. Remember that. And remember this: if you're looking to buy or sell your home in the future, definitely
Yes.
put Maryland Homes Team at the top of your list. It's
Yes.
really important that you work with a professional who's going to negotiate the best terms and the best for you on your behalf when it
Yes.
comes to selling or buying your home. So contact us,
Yeah.
and we'll be more than happy to work
Yes.
with you.
Happy
And
Mother's Day.
happy Mother's Day.
Happy Nurses Day.
And
Happy
prom.
National.
Several
Yes.
high schools are having proms this weekend,
Yes.
so it's
And-
going to be a busy
oh my
weekend.
gosh, our own daughter, North
Our
Hartford.
own daughter, North
but I think
Hartford.
there's C. Milton too. And stay tuned.
Edgewood High School is also having theirs.
We are going to be celebrating our seniors this month in June. So you never know. The wheel of MHT might be coming back.
That's right, exactly. So with that said, we're going to head out.
All right. Have a good night. And we have 2 cars for sale. Someone just commented. So let us know if you're looking for a vehicle.
That's right. If you're looking for a vehicle, there
Now
you
we're
go.
used car salespeople.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be the mid
I hope
region
not.
area
I
for
hope
selling
not.
items right here on this show.
But anyway, who knows? We're your good auctioneer today.
That's right. Take
All
care.
right. Have a good week.
We'll see you on the flip
And-
side.